So what is truth? So I just watched this anime called Orb on the Movement of the Earth. I've just seen the first episode. But what is truth? And what are you guys willing to do to find truth? I remember when I was younger. I'll get to the anime here in a bit. But yeah, the anime so far has been really good. But it has really triggered a lot of memories of my past life. When I was younger, I was just a gaki, a kid, you know, and truth was the same for everyone. And the truth was in the words of Jesus Christ, the words of scriptures, religion. It's crazy because my parents grew up evangelical, but they baptized me in a Catholic church. And then after that, we became evangelical again, and then I became Baptist. And then from there, I experimented with a lot of different types of religions, such as the Seventh Day Adventist, Mormonism, Judaism. I even tried researching some Islam. So I've been around the block, and I've had my phases where I became atheist, and then of course the Christopher Hitchens era, I became a anti-theist, anti-theism, and then I became agnostic, and then I became atheist. So I've been all over the map, guys, because that's just how life is set up for us at the moment. But I think we take it for granted. We take truth for granted. And we feel confused sometimes, but in all honesty, we shouldn't be. We shouldn't be confused. Take the truth and do something with it. This world is full of chaos, and some people, what they do with that chaos? They build rocket ships. They make electric vehicles. They create a charity. They help people. They become happy. Shit. If you find Christianity, you find Islam, or you find Judaism, and you find it appealing and it's worthwhile, keep watering that seed. Even in scriptures, it says, if you find truth in scripture, then run with it. Run with it, and if you see it grow, then keep feeding it water. Keep going at it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be a full-on atheist, go right ahead if it's making you happy. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be a Scientologist, if you're not hurting others, if you're not, putting others at risk, because I know there are some people who abuse religion. They and because in these days, back in this is based in Poland. I did a little research. Based in Poland in the 15th century. This was like a century above the Vikings, I think. I don't remember. I'm not good at history. But yeah, back in those days, religion and what you believe in was very important. And just becoming a convert to anything would put you in jeopardy, or people would look at you different. But it's crazy because I feel like that's the same way in today's age. When I was younger, I saw a lot of people get ridiculed for not being Christian. If you're a Christian, you're son of the devil, which that's your right to believe in, It's your right to believe someone's the son of the devil, and they're living worldly desires. And that's fair, that's what they believe in. But, just because they believe in that doesn't mean all Christians believe like that. And while maybe they should because it's scripture, they've taken the best parts of Christianity or Islam. They've taken the best, It's like they call it the buffet, the buffet religion. They just get the best parts, and they use them in their life, but they don't really believe in all the other stuff. Which no one's perfect. You know what I'm saying? But here we see this guy, Johan, or he looks like a young Johan from Monster. You know what I'm saying? It's like this is like another European styled anime. So fuck it, it's Johan. I'm gonna call him Johan. So Johan over here from the Orb on the Movements of the Earth anime. He is brainwashed. He's just a little bit smarter than everyone else, but he's been brainwashed into believing in God. He's been brainwashed into believing that the earth is the center of the universe. And you can't blame these people. You can't blame people because that's the time of their era. That's what their research has come to. That's what the consensus has come to. And they made it illegal to believe anything beyond that, which is crazy to me, but that's just how things work. There's a lot of crazy things even now. You know what I'm saying? That religious people do. So this anime really has taken me back to memory lane about my journey to finding truth. And this anime, this older guy here, he met this older gentleman that he's like a heretic for, just doing his research on astrology and debunking the fact that no, the earth is not the center. It's actually moving around the sun. And beyond that, obviously, he probably doesn't know what's beyond that, but they know beyond that, it's chaos. But that to him, finding that truth, that little bit of truth, was extremely beautiful. So truth to him is beauty in logic and reason, and everything's logical, which is fine. You can coincide. Like they say, you can be a scientist who is a Christian, or a scientist who is a Islam, Muslim, a scientist who is a Jewish, a scientist who is a Seventh Day, any of these, a Buddhist. You know what I'm saying? A scientist who is, you add the science part, then you add whatever religion or belief you have. You can be a scientist who hates steak. You can be a scientist who, hates dogs. Like, you can do whatever you want. You can be a scientist. Okay? You can believe in science. Because science is merely a tool. A tool to find how things work. It's just a tool how things work. Like, when you drop an apple from a tree, that's science. That's gravity. You're testing the velocity, or not the velocity. I think velocity is right. You're testing the speed, or the RPMs, or the Newton meters, whatever the hell these jargon scientists use. They're just testing things. Science is a tool to see how things work. And then religion was the first tool to find out how everything else works. Where do our morals come from? How was the earth created? Even in science, we say the Big Bang. That's like the consensus is the Big Bang. Obviously there's more theories now, so the consensus is waving a little bit. But the Big Bang was, a huge consensus. There was a huge bang, and then everything became what it is now. But even in scripture, it says, before there was light, God said, let there be light. So the Big Bang could have been that. Shit, fuck, it makes sense, or maybe I'm just not making sense of it. But this really just brought me down memory lane. But what is crazy is, what are these guys willing to trade for it? Like, if you saw this episode, you will see the guy gave up his nails. The guy was literally burned to a stake. I don't know if I want to show that here, YouTube guidelines and shit. But yeah, the guy was literally burned alive. Bro literally just blackmailed a kid for truth. So I feel like we are all taking what we have today for granted, because we're not doing jack shit with it. It's sad, honestly. It's really sad. Because whatever truth you find, whether it's in Jesus, whether it's in chaos theory, whether it's whatever, or even in animes, if you find truth in anime makes you happy, then use it to build off something. Like Elon Musk, he's not a heavy Christian guy, but he loved science, and he used it to make rockets and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Or if you're if you're really a deep religious, go out and help people find comfort in religion, in the afterlife. Do something with your truths, because information is irrelevant if you do nothing with it. You know, like, all right, you found out that, you know, hollow earth is real, but it's like, bro, how does that help anyone? Where's the evidence? Where's you know, how are you helping people with that information? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're just, if like, I know there's this my boss at work, he's a flat earther, which is like amazing. You know, it's awesome. I love talking to him about it. I like asking him questions, where he's coming from. But yeah, we came to see eye to eye when he said it was like a globe. You know, so it's not just flat, like a flat pizza, but it's like a globe. You know, underneath is like earth. You know, under, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then on top is like where civilization is. So, and then, so it was a great conversation to have with my boss. And it really made me open up my eyes to the fact that people are going to believe what they want to believe. Is he right? Is it affecting his life? Hell no, man. Like, thinking the earth is flat is not going to affect his life. He's still pretty smart. He still can do, you know, he can, you know, he can say things about the wagey, the job that helps out, you know. He can still function as a human being, and his flat earth belief isn't hurting nobody. It isn't hurting nobody. Isn't, maybe, you know, people laugh behind his back, but, you know, it's like, that's not a big deal. He believes in what he wants to believe. So this anime, holy, this anime really brought me back to how I felt when I was younger. You know, I felt like there's always something more, but honestly, it really didn't matter, because my morals are still pretty alright. You know, I turned out pretty alright. I didn't use good for bad. I didn't use the bad for the good. You know, I'm not pushing anything on anyone. I think everyone should just find their truth, no matter how much it doesn't make sense. Just make sure it doesn't hurt you, the public. You know, like, don't be dumb. You know. But yeah, this anime, holy shit, this anime has been fantastic. Man, I've been talking about myself all day. I don't think this is about the anime anymore, guys. Holy shit! Thank you for, if you guys made it to the end of this video, I want to thank you guys. You know, I love you guys. Thanks for your likes. Thanks for your dislikes. Thanks for your comments. You know, there's this one comment in the comment section. They're like, don't, you know, don't be over dramatic. I'm like, and I'm thinking to myself, bro, don't tell me what the fucking, I'm a grown ass man. You know, who you gonna tell a grown ass man what to do? But yeah, I appreciate all the likes. I appreciate all the comments, the engagement. Go check out this anime about the Poland about some these guys in Poland looking for truth. So far, it's been good. It's been entertaining. But yeah, this is gonna be it, guys. Damn, I never made a video this long, but I appreciate you guys for hanging out. But what is truth, and what are you gonna do with it? I hope it's making you happy. That's for sure. I'm gonna keep watching this anime, guys. I'll see you in the next video.